Welcome back. Time now 7:38 on your Sunday morning. The demand for organ, eye, and tissue donations still vastly exceeds the number of donors.
Joining us now is Dr. Linda Wong with Queens Medical Center. And Dr. Wong, I know this is a very important topic that we'd like Hawaii residents to know. Can you share some statistics with us about what we're seeing here in the state?
So there's a great need for organs both locally and nationwide. Locally, there are probably about 350 patients who are on dialysis who are waiting for kidney transplants. And there's probably about 30 to 40 patients who are waiting for liver transplants. And some of them are really sick and they're dying, and some of them are in the hospital.
And we've done so many stories during this pandemic just about people even delaying just regular appointments. Are you noticing a ripple effect with that for maybe people that might be interested in donating, not making that happen because they're worried about going into the doctor's office?
I think that in terms of the people who are on the transplant list and people who are trying to get the list, there have been some delays just because patients have a hard time getting into the doctor's offices and actually getting referred. We're trying our best to catch up with them, and we've tried really hard not to delay anything. Our business has been about the same during the whole pandemic. Really, we haven't shut down.
And I know when we're talking transplants, a lot of people, may be thinking like liver, heart, but we're also talking about like eye and tissue donation, which some people may not think about when we're thinking about, donating.
That's true. One person donating can benefit a lot of different people, not only with heart, lungs, liver, and kidney, but also with tissue and eye. And, I think this is why it's so important that everyone sign their organ donor card or register so that everyone is aware.
And I know it's a little bit of a morbid question, but it is valid. When you sign up to become an organ donor, does that cover all of the above, or kind of what does that actually mean? A lot of people just check the box when they get their license, but what does that actually sign you up for?
Well, it lets your family know too. It lets everyone know that you would want to donate your organs after you're gone. I think you can say specifically what you want. You can also, if you've had the discussion with your family, you can tell them what things you want.
Yes, for residents who maybe aren't registered donors now, or maybe for those who maybe turning to age to get their driver's license and they're debating this right now, what would you like to tell them about why they should consider being a donor?
I think it's important because it saves lives. You can really help other people, and you can help up to 6 to 8 people just by donating your organs and getting these people to live longer and getting them off dialysis. I think it's hugely important.
And just to kind of sum up, I guess how bad is the shortage right now? I mean, kind of where do we stand now, and where would you like us to be?
I think this year has been particularly difficult. I think we've had potential organ donors, but a lot of these patients who have died are not registered, or some of them have not discussed this with their family, and so families not really aware. And I think families have been left to make the decision, and it's really hard when they don't know what you want. And I think that because of that, they can't get past the grief, and they're not able to make that decision. So I think that's why it's important that you as an individual should register, or at least let your families know that your wishes.
Dr. Wong, before we let you go, how can people get more information on how they can become a registered donor and what that would mean for them?
You can contact the folks at Legacy of Life, and they have a website and they have a place where you can register, and there are links that can get you to that. You can also call the Queens Medical Center Transplant program, and you can find out more information about that too.
All right. Well, thanks so much. We appreciate you. Such an important topic for people out there to be aware of. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great Easter, Dr. Wong. And we will have this full interview as well as more information, as Dr. Wong had mentioned, links to Legacy of Life and more information on how you can learn more. We'll have all of that on our website, kitv.com.